What if, all of a sudden, the street signs in front of you turned blurry? Or if car headlights at night burst into blinding flashes, forcing you to shut your eyes in pain? These signals may seem small, but for anyone over 60, they're a silent warning. Your vision is asking for help. According to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, more than 65% of people over 60 report dryness, blurred vision, or discomfort in bright environments. The good news? There are 4 natural, simple, and safe methods that work as daily care to help keep your eyes young and healthy. If this topic matters to you, hit that subscribe button now and share this video with someone you love. And tell me in the comments, which of these bothers you the most? Blurriness, burning, or light sensitivity? Mr. John, 72, had always been independent. He loved walking to the bakery and reading the newspaper every morning. But lately, the words seemed foggy, as if a thin mist stood between his eyes and the page. At night, driving to visit his daughter became a struggle. Headlights looked like explosions of light. He began to wonder, am I losing my freedom to come and go? Mrs. Mary, 70, faced a different challenge. Passionate about sewing, she started struggling to thread a needle. "It feels like my eyes are just too tired," she said. For her, vision wasn't only about independence. It was about joy and identity. Sewing made her feel creative and useful. And then there was Mr. Anthony, 68, who spent hours on the computer. By the end of the day, his eyes burned so much he could barely watch TV. It felt like sand in his eyes, and no eye drops seemed to help. 3 people, 3 different stories, but with one thing in common. The eyes, once a clear window to the world, were starting to show signs of weakness. What did they discover? That they weren't doomed to lose visual comfort. Small daily changes made all the difference. Taking short walks, adding more colorful foods to their meals, practicing mindful blinking, and snacking on seeds rich in vitamin E. Within weeks, they noticed improvements. Less burning, easier reading, and more confidence behind the wheel or with a needle in hand. It wasn't a miracle, but the result of simple, consistent habits. These stories prove something essential. Aging does not mean accepting blurry vision. On the contrary, with care and awareness, it's possible to protect your eyesight and preserve your freedom. But what exactly happens inside the eyes that makes vision so vulnerable as the years go by? That's what you're about to learn now. As we age, our eyes face 3 silent enemies: weakened circulation, oxidative stress, and dryness. The retina, like a camera's film, needs a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients. When circulation slows, that supply weakens. Picture a garden without enough water. The leaves begin to wilt. In the eyes, cells lose strength, and vision becomes less sharp. The second enemy is oxidative stress. Over time, free radicals build up like invisible rust, corroding the retina's delicate structures. This accelerates conditions like macular degeneration and cataracts. It's like leaving metal out in the rain. It rusts faster. The third factor is eye dryness. Tears, which should act as a protective shield, lose quality with age. Screens, air conditioning, and even the wind make moisture evaporate faster. The result? Burning, that gritty sensation, and blurred vision, especially at the end of the day. These 3 enemies feed off one another. Weaker circulation, more oxidation, more dryness. Together, they create a cycle of wear and tear that undermines vision. But here's the good news: there are ways to break the cycle. Light physical movement improves blood flow to the eyes. Colorful foods provide antioxidants that act like internal sunglasses. Mindful blinking exercises keep the eye's surface hydrated. Vitamin E acts like a chemical shield, protecting the retina from premature aging. None of this requires expensive medicine or complicated treatments. Just small, accessible, and consistent steps, together forming a natural protection kit for your eyes.
Now that you understand what's threatening your vision, it's time to learn the 4 natural, simple, and powerful methods that can keep your eyes young and healthy, starting today. Move to boost eye circulation. Have you noticed how your body seems to wake up after a short walk? Your hands feel warmer, your skin gains color, and even your mind feels clearer. That's because movement activates blood circulation, and your eyes, though small, thrive on it too. The retina is one of the body's hungriest tissues for oxygen. It works non-stop, capturing light and turning it into images. For that, it relies on a steady flow of nutrient-rich blood. When we become sedentary, that flow weakens. It's like electricity struggling to reach a light bulb. The light flickers and dims. Now imagine that every time you walk, climb a few stairs, or stretch, you're opening windows inside your body for fresh air to rush in. Blood moves more vigorously, carrying oxygen to your eye cells and flushing away waste that, if left behind, would speed up vision aging. Studies published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology show that people who do light physical activity regularly are less likely to develop macular degeneration and glaucoma. Why? Because movement lowers eye pressure and improves circulation in the tiny vessels that feed the retina. Here's the good news. You don't need a gym, fancy equipment, or intense workouts. For your eyes, what matters is consistency, not intensity. Simple examples that work. 10 to 20 minutes of light walking. Slowly going up and down the stairs. Stretching arms and legs right after waking up. Walking around your backyard, hallway, or even inside the house while breathing deeply. Practical tip. Right after breakfast, set aside 10 to 15 minutes to walk. If the weather's bad, walk indoors or climb 2 flights of stairs. Put on your favorite music. It makes the habit more enjoyable. As you walk, notice the air filling your lungs, your heart beating a little stronger, your body waking up. Pay attention to how your eyes feel more relaxed, as if circulation brought them a fresh, invisible bath. Consistency is the secret. One walk won't change much, but daily movement creates a cumulative effect, strengthening circulation and keeping your vision stable. Think of it like watering a plant. Once a month won't help, but small daily doses keep the garden alive. Important caution. If you have heart or mobility issues, talk to your doctor before starting any activity. Always respect your body's limits. But movement alone isn't enough. Your eyes also need special fuel, hidden in the vibrant colors on your plate. Let's uncover which ones and how to use them the right way. Feed your eyes with bright colors. You've probably heard the saying, "We eat with our eyes first." And in a way, that's literally true. The bright colors of fruits and vegetables aren't just decoration. They're nature's signal that powerful pigments are inside, ready to protect your vision. 2 stand out: lutein and zeaxanthin. These pigments act like invisible sunglasses, concentrating in the central part of the retina, the macula. There, they filter harmful blue light and neutralize free radicals before they can damage your visual cells. Research from the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, ARDS-2, led by the National Eye Institute, showed that people who consume lutein and zeaxanthin regularly have a lower risk of developing macular degeneration. In simple terms, these pigments help preserve sharp vision for everyday tasks like reading, cooking, and driving. Where to find them? Spinach and kale, loaded with lutein. Corn and pumpkin, rich in zeaxanthin. Broccoli, egg yolks, and yellow peppers add extra protection. Practical tip. At lunch, always combine at least 2 strong colors on your plate. One dark green, like kale, spinach, or broccoli. One yellow or orange, like pumpkin, corn, or carrots. This simple choice guarantees a balanced daily dose of protection. Picture it: the freshness of sautéed kale, the sweet aroma of cooked pumpkin, the golden shine of corn kernels. Every bite isn't just flavor. It's like giving your eyes an invisible shield against time. Take Mrs. Lucy, 68, who loved gardening but complained, "The flowers just don't look as vibrant anymore."
After adding kale and pumpkin to her lunches, she reported 3 months later, it feels like the flowers got their colors back. Small dietary changes can restore the joy of seeing the world more vividly. Consistency matters. Just like sunscreen works only when applied daily, your eyes need a steady supply of lutein and zeaxanthin. Eating spinach once a month won't help. Regular intake builds lasting protection. Important caution: avoid frying these vegetables heavily, since too much bad fat cancels out their benefits. Go for steaming, light sautéing, or salads instead. Now, even with the best diet, there's a tiny habit, often forgotten, that can dramatically improve eye comfort throughout the day. It takes just seconds and can be done anywhere. The conscious blink exercise. Have you ever been so absorbed in reading or scrolling on your phone that suddenly your eyes started to burn? Or felt that gritty, sandy sensation that made you want to rub them? That happens because when we focus, we blink up to 60% less than normal. Blinking isn't just a reflex, it's your eye's natural windshield wiper. With every blink, a thin layer of tears spreads across the surface of the eye, delivering 3 key benefits. Lubrication keeps the eyes naturally moist. Nutrition carries oxygen and nutrients to the cornea. Protection clears away dust and tiny debris. Without enough blinks, the tear film breaks down, moisture evaporates quickly, and the eyes become vulnerable, like dry soil that starts to crack. Studies from the American Academy of Ophthalmology confirm that visual breaks and blink exercises significantly reduce dry eye symptoms, especially in older adults who read or use screens frequently. The conscious blink exercise. Every 20 minutes, pause for just 1 minute and do this. Close your eyes slowly. Take a deep breath, relaxing your forehead. Open your eyes and blink 10 times gently, as if spreading calm and freshness over them. Within seconds, you'll feel relief, like an invisible drop of cool water covering your eyes. The blur eases, the burning fades, and even brightness feels less aggressive. Take Mrs. Celia, 71, who loved reading novels. But after a few chapters, her eyes burned so much she had to stop. She started practicing conscious blinking, using reminders on her phone. In a few weeks, she was back to reading for hours comfortably. "Now I can finish my books without interruptions," she said. Practical tip: stick a post-it on your computer screen with the word "blank." Or set your phone to vibrate every 20 minutes. These cues help turn the exercise into a habit. On its own, the exercise may seem small, but repeated several times a day, it becomes eye gymnastics, protecting against dryness and improving comfort. If your eyes already feel constantly dry, don't skip an appointment with your eye doctor. This exercise helps, but it doesn't replace medical evaluation. And to complete this care, there's still one powerful nutrient, often overlooked, that works like a shield against retinal aging. The forgotten vitamin that protects the retina. When we talk about eye health, most people think of vitamin A from carrots or omega-3s from fish. But there's another nutrient, often forgotten, that acts like an invisible shield against retinal aging: vitamin E. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant. Imagine free radicals as rust slowly eating away at an iron gate. Inside your eyes, unstable molecules do the same, corroding delicate structures and speeding up aging. Vitamin E works like protective oil, stopping that rust from spreading and preserving visual clarity. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that diets rich in vitamin E reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration. People with higher levels of this vitamin showed less cellular wear in the retina over time. Natural sources of vitamin E. Sunflower seeds, crunchy and packed with vitamin E. Almonds and walnuts provide vitamin E plus healthy fats to aid absorption. Cold-pressed oils, extra virgin olive oil, wheat germ oil.
Take Mr. Robert, 69, who often complained that at night his vision felt dim, as if the lights were this bright. After adding a handful of nuts to his afternoon snack and sunflower seeds 3 times a week, within a few months he felt more comfort and less eye fatigue. He said, "It's like my eyes grew a shield." How to add it to your day? Eat a small handful, about 1 ounce, 30 grams, of raw sunflower seeds or nuts daily. Add them to salads, yogurt, or enjoy them plain as a snack. Choose unsalted, unsweetened versions. Processed nuts often contain excess sodium or oils that cancel out the benefits. The crunch of sunflower seeds, the mild aroma of almonds, and the creaminess of walnuts make this habit both healthy and pleasurable. And when consumed daily, vitamin E creates a natural barrier against macular and retinal wear. One serving here and there won't make a difference, but when it becomes part of your routine, vitamin E builds lasting protection, like a shield for your vision. Now that you know all 4 natural methods, let's put them together into one simple, step-by-step daily routine that makes protecting your eyes easy and automatic.
A step-by-step daily routine for your eyes. Knowing what helps your eyes is powerful, but what really transforms your vision is organizing these habits into a simple routine you can follow every day. Think of it like tending a garden. You water it, feed it, keep the soil moist, and protect it from harm. Here's a daily roadmap for your eyes. 1. Morning. Boost circulation. After breakfast, take a 10 to 15-minute walk. If you can't go outside, climb a few stairs or walk indoors. This wakes up the body and carries fresh, oxygen-rich blood to the retina. Visual cue. It's like a river flowing stronger, nourishing, and cleaning its banks. 2. Lunch. Add colors to your plate. Choose at least 2 bold colors: dark green, spinach, kale, broccoli; yellow or orange, pumpkin, corn, carrots. Together, they deliver lutein and zeaxanthin, natural internal sunglasses for your eyes. Visual cue. It's like putting invisible protective lenses inside your eyes. 3. Afternoon. Conscious blinking. Every 20 minutes while reading or on screens, pause. Close your eyes slowly, breathe deeply, and blink 10 times. This spreads tears evenly, refreshing and protecting the eyes. Visual cue. Like misting water on a plant that was starting to dry out. 4. Evening snack or dinner. Reinforce with vitamin E. Have a small handful of sunflower seeds or nuts. They create an antioxidant barrier against retinal wear. Visual cue. Like applying a clear coat of varnish to wood, keeping it safe from the weather. The big benefit of this sequence. You start the day activating circulation. At lunch, you fortify the retina. In the afternoon, you preserve hydration. By night, you shield the cells with vitamin E. It's as if every part of your day delivers a different type of protection, together forming a complete cycle of eye care. Take Mrs. Helen, 74. She tried this routine for 2 months. Before, she complained that by late afternoon, her vision felt heavy and blurry. Afterward, she noticed she could read well into the evening without strain. "It's like my eyes thank me every time I follow the routine," she said, smiling. Now, let's wrap up by reviewing these 4 methods and this special routine, so you leave here with clarity and motivation to start today.
Today, you discovered that protecting your vision doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Small daily habits, when done consistently, act like a natural shield for your eyes. Let's recap. Morning movement boosts circulation and delivers oxygen to the retina. Colorful foods at lunch supply lutein and zeaxanthin, your eye's natural sunscreen. Conscious blinking in the afternoon keeps your eyes moist and prevents burning. Vitamin E at night shields retinal cells from premature aging. And in the bonus, you saw how these 4 habits can fit into a simple daily routine, a complete cycle of care that anyone can follow.
But remember, caring for your vision isn't just about reading letters or driving safely. It's about preserving life's precious moments, enjoying a book without strain, recognizing your grandchild's smile, or feeling confident walking outside at night. Now it's your turn. Choose at least one habit and start it today. Then come back and tell me in the comments, which one will you begin with? Walking, a colorful plate, conscious blinking, or sunflower seeds? If this video resonated with you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also deserves to protect their vision. Because eyesight is more than just a sense. It's the window to your freedom, your independence, and your joy of living.